sorry, 10 is not lesser than 10, 10 is equal to 10, right? At that time, the while loop will stop. Okay, that's how you get 0
Oh,
to 9 over here. Okay,
okay.
now is it clearer for you?
Yes, it's clear. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
cool. Then we'll go to lambda function. Okay, lambda map filter are quite important because most of the interview questions or practice sessions will be based on these three. Okay, because this is a, uh, it is easy, it is simple process but complicated to understand. Okay, that is the main reason many of the companies will ask questions on lambda map and filter as an aptitude problem. Okay, because many of the young developers they won't have clear understanding how a lambda or a map or a filter expression will work. Okay, that is why it is more important. Okay, first I will explain you how what is map and how map will work. Okay, so now I am declaring a function over here. Okay, and my function name is square. The functionality of square is to basically get a number and then square it. Okay, I'm getting a number 30 over here and I am squaring it. Now what I want to do is, okay, I am having a list of value. I want to square every single object in that list. Okay, that is my objective. Okay, when I try to pass that list as an argument to that function, it will throw me an error. Okay, it called type error. Okay, what map will do is map will automatically take that values. Okay, pass it to the list and then pass it to the function and then store the values in a list. That is the primary purpose of map. It will take any function, it will iterate the input values to that function and then store that in a list. Okay, that is basically what a map will do. Okay, if you check over here, I have to first iterate the every single values and pass it to square and then do that. That is my option. Another option is to use map. Okay, here I am having a list called my numbers. Okay, in that my numbers have 5 values. It ranges from 1 to 5. Okay, what I will do is this is syntax for map. I have to give map the function name and that list. It will basically generate me a map function. If I want to view values of that, I have to give that in a list. Okay, if I give list of map of square is the function name and my numbers is the variable name. The variable holds a list now. Okay, what we'll do is the map will take first argument from numbers. Okay, and then it will pass it to square function and then it will give me the value. If you check 1 is squared over here, then 2 is squared over here, 3, 4 and 5 correspondingly it will be squared. Okay, this is the functionality of a map. Okay, Asim, what does a map do? Were you able to understand that?
Yes, yes.
So map will basically take a value in a list, pass it to a function, and it will automatically iter. You don't need to iterate by yourself and then do it, save it. Okay. The only major thing is map. You have to convert that into a list function. As I said earlier, this is the syntax to convert anything into a list. Okay. If I give list of map of square and numbers, it will give me a list. Okay. I'm doing the same thing. Okay. Instead of passing a list, I'm giving a range over here. Okay. For x in range 10, x, it will basically give me a list ranges from 0 to 9, right, in comprehensive function. Let me show you. So it will give me a range list of objects from ranges from 0 to 9. Okay, and this list object will be passed to the square function. It will be basically mapped and then passed to square function, and it will be shown in a list. If I do that, every values from 0 to 9 will be square and then saved in list. I can store this in an argument and then use it for my function. This is the um, function of a map. Okay, I'm having an assignment for map. This will be your assignment. Okay, you have to basically understand this function and let me know what is happening over here. It is simpler. Do that after class. Okay, for similar to like this, for every topic I have an example function written over there. You have to understand that and basically let me know what is happening in that. Okay. Okay. Now, do you guys have any doubts on map? No, right? Shall we proceed further?
Yes, sir. Proceed.
Yeah. Cool then. So, if you guys need any clarification or do you want me to slow down, just let me know. Okay. Okay. Now is filter. As the term filter function is there, you can understand it will basically filter anything. Okay. Only thing is it will filter only true condition. Map is entirely based on logical operation. Okay, it will take a value, it will send it to a function, and then it will give me the result. But filter is actually a conditional based function. Okay, if we are checking something and if the condition is met and the value is true, it will basically return me that value. That's it. That is the difference between a map and a filter. Okay, if you look over here, I'm having a function called check even. What check even basically will do is it will check whether a number is even or not. Okay. When I pass an argument called 2 over here, what it will basically do is it will check modulo 2. You know what modulo 2 does? It will basically give you the remainder value. And if the remainder is 0, it is an even number and the answer will be return value will be true. Okay. Now I'm having a variable called I'm having values from 0 to 10. Okay. When I give map function to that one, when I convert that into a list, it will give me basically false value. Okay. Ignore 0, zero value, anything 0 divided by anything is 0. So ignore that. But if you check all the even numbers, the return value will be true. Okay. 0 is true, 1 is false, 2 is true, 3 is false. Simultaneously, if till the value 10, everything will be given. Okay, in terms of true and false. What basically filter will do is it will return back only the condition which has been given as true. Okay, if you check 0 is returned, okay, it will ignore 1. It will filter 1, then 2. Similarly, 4, 6, 8, and 10 will be given accordingly. That is the function of a filter. It will basically return the only values which are actually true. Okay, false value will be filtered out of it. As the name says, it is a filter function. Is filter function clear for you guys?
Yeah, I need two clarifications here. One is filter condition is used only for the scenarios where we have this true false condition, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And the second thing is we can use this filter instead of map. Like this will also call this iterate this check even function for all the values in a list, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, clear.
So instead of map, we can do it. The only difference between map and a filter is map is logical stuff. It will take a value, it will just provide it to a function, and then it will give the result. Okay. Here, if you check, it is a result oriented program. Okay. I'm having a value. My objective is to square and then get the value. Fine. That in those cases you will use map. But in this case, okay, what you're doing is you're basically checking whether a condition is true or false. Okay, at that time I will use filter because it will return me only true values. Okay, but if I want to return false values as well, I will not even use filter function. I will use some other function to do that. Okay, I will not use filter method. Filter method major disadvantage is it will return only the values whatever are true. If you check over here, it gave me only true values. What about the ones which are false? It has been filtered out. But those information is we may need those information as well, right? That is why in rare cases only we will use filter. Remaining functions we will use only map. Okay, is it clear for you, Namika?
Yes, clear.
Okay. Actually, both the things will do the same thing. The output will be different. Okay, the process is same, but the output is different. Okay, next one is lambda. Okay, this is an important one mark in take any aptitude regarding Python. There won't be any aptitude without lambda function. Okay, lambda is also known as anonymous function. Okay, it will be used in few cases if there are simple functions. Okay, for example, take our square function or check even function. Those functions are simpler. Okay, that can be written in a single line. That is the primary purpose of a lambda expression. Okay, example, take over here line 59. Okay, I'm defining a function called square. Okay, I'm getting a value, I'm squaring it, I'm storing that in a variable, and then I'm returning the value out of that function. Okay, whenever we are declaring a function and there is a variable or a value, it will be given out of a function only if we give return. I think we already discussed that. I'm just rephrasing whatever I said earlier. Okay, so if I give square of 20, the value will be 400. Okay, let's try to minimize this function. Okay, first minimization I can do is I will basically not declare a variable, square the value and show it. I will directly in return function I will write the formula called number to the power 2. Okay, if I do that, it will give me the same result. If I'm trying to simplify it even more, okay, define square number in that same line without indentation. I'm giving return number to the power 2. Okay, this is the maximum simplification for a simple function. Okay, lambda will simplify this function even more. Okay, you no need to define a function, you no need to name that function, you no need to return the value when you are using a lambda expression. Okay, and the syntax for lambda is we have to give lambda, okay, the variable name or the argument name, sorry, the argument name and the function, whatever we are doing that with that argument. Okay, this is the syntax for lambda. This and this are the same thing. You have to take it will take define and the function name out, also the return. Okay, if you check over here, I'm basically declaring a variable. Okay, and I'm giving lambda expression to it. Whenever I call this variable and I pass an argument to it, it will execute me the lambda function. I'm sorry, the square function. Okay, do you guys have any doubt in that? You guys can understand what a lambda function is, right? It will basically simplify a function for me. The only thing is only simple function can be done using lambda, not complex functions. Okay, it will get trickier. More the line programming lines, more lambda function will be trickier more to it. Okay,